All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to yet another pro player match analysis by me, pro player Brian F. We're going to be going through some of our viewers' matches here and seeing if we can help them out, maybe help them learn some objective things that they can add to their gameplay and level up. So let's go ahead and get on over to the first match here. Shrimp FGC with CFN ID Shrimpo. Shrimp FGC rates their level out of 10 in Street Fighter V as a 3. I started playing the game several months ago and feel like I've hit a plateau at improving. Hey, several months is not much time at all. I wouldn't go too hard on yourself. I want to reach Ultra Silver Gold, learn matchup info, and be able to beat one of my friends. Only one of them? Let's aim for beating all the homies. Long-term goal with Street Fighter V, I want to achieve Diamond rank or above and become an intermediate player. Okay, that's definitely feasible. So once to reach the Ultra Silver level, there might be some mechanical awareness we got to work on. We'll see what exactly the specific issues are in the replay. Okay, Super Bronze level up against Super Gold. You might run into some issues if you're significantly outclassed by your opponent. So that could always be a problem. All right, Shrimpo is playing Gil here. V-Skill 2, V-Trigger 2. You're guessing this is his friend? Maybe. If this was a specific target, then that'd be good info to know. There's a difference between trying to learn how to generally win and trying to learn how to beat one person. Okay. Crouching Fierce. Not sure what the goal was there. Okay. Crouching Fierce was attempted, I see. Okay. Preemptive buffering. Okay, well that works. Okay, the number one problem I see here is that you're playing somebody who's just way too good for you to fight against right now. I know that a lot of people like to act like, man, to be the best, I gotta play the best. You know, I want to play the best players in the world to get my ass beat and then I'll level up. That's not true. That's not true at all. That's never been true. People on YouTube who might be watching this might be like, oh, Brian, you're being elitist, blah, 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 blah. Listen. You never need to play somebody who's beyond a certain skill level from you. You want people who are better than you, and you want to play people worse than you. You want to play people from a wide range of skill levels, but until you get a certain grasp of certain mechanics or certain fundamentals of a game, you don't learn too much more by having someone just destroy you to the point where you don't even get to play too much. I don't think you're too far beyond playing this opponent here, but I wouldn't advise spending the majority of your time playing against someone at this level. I would say spend like 10% of your time playing someone at this level, but try to play someone at a much closer skill level to you, so you'll be able to test unique concepts a bit more and slowly piece together a more concrete game plan. What I saw here is like you're trying to do moves at certain times where it doesn't make too much sense. So okay, you block a jump in. What's your plan here? You press Crouching Fierce. So I want to ask you, why did you do this? But I don't know if you would have an answer for me, because I think you're at the point where you're still kind of just pressing things to get a feel for how to play, while your opponent is like, I know my frame traps, I know the ebb and flow of the game, I'm going to maul your ass if you don't know what you're doing. For instance, I can't really think of a reason to justify this, and I don't think you would be able to tell me why you press this button here. And that's the level we got to get to, where every single button press means something. And it's fine to not be there yet, but I just feel like this is not the healthiest skill gap to play at. For example, like, can you explain why you pressed a button when the fireball was on top of you? Once you see the fireball come out, you don't really have any options here. You should just block, but instead you press the button. So I feel like your hands are still in that phase where you're very antsy and you're pressing buttons because you're not that in control. The hand-mind connection is not 100% there yet, and that takes time. It takes time. It's like occupying a new body, man. It's super awkward at first. Your hands start doing things faster than your brain can keep up, and vice versa. So he recognizes it's not a safe jump, wakes up anti-air. The Crouching Fierce is good there. I like that you obviously know how to anti-air. It was just a little bit late, so I like that you represented that option. Like, that's really good to see. So That's okay. One objective thing I can pull from this for you to work on. So you recognized here, I don't know if you know this for a fact or not, but when you block Cody Zonk, if it's not EX, it's your turn. He's -2, which means you get to press a move before he does. And I'm glad to see you took your turn back by pressing Crouching Strong. That's a great button to press in this situation. However, you immediately cancel it to a move that is very unsafe. What you need to learn here instead is a block string. 9 times out of 10, the opponent will block in this situation. Like, okay, I'm point blank, I'm -2. Either I block or maybe I throw tech thinking you're gonna do an offensive throw. You don't know if they're gonna get hit, but what you chose to do here is you did your move to take your turn back, you know, the crouching medium punch, great move to use here, but then you immediately canceled it into the tackle, which is your combo route. This route is what you do in a combo. Like if you know they're gonna get hit, you would cancel the Crouching Strong to the tackle, but you don't know if they're gonna get hit or not. So canceling this into the tackle is -7 on block, gets him a free punish. Instead, what you should know to do there is to do a block string, a series of moves which the opponent will have to block. So you could have started with like Crouching Strong into maybe Standing Strong Fireball. That would be a safe block string. You end up building a gap between you and the opponent, and that lets you establish neutral control again. You go back to neutral. Or you could have done like Crouching Strong and then stolen a turn and walk up throw to sneak it in. But the idea is that you have to have these strings called block strings ready for when you want to apply pressure. That would be what your goal should be. So someone else in the chat was mentioning like, I don't think ranks are great goals, and I agree. I don't think for you a great goal would be I want to get these ranks. The rank should be seen as the end result of objective goals that you achieve. So you should achieve objective goals with your gameplay, and the fruits of that labor will be a higher rank. It's good to rewire your mind for any sort of skill-based thing. You really need to focus on learning objective skills, which will then result in higher rank. So one thing to learn, the block string. You can probably watch some YouTube tutorials, watch some other guild players. I can give you one: Crouching Strong, Standing Strong, Fireball. There's a block string for you, right? And then learn when to apply them. So learning about block strings is definitely like your homework, I would say, from this. Because if you just canceled unsafe things, you're going to get smoked, and then there you go. I think we got a lot from that replay, but now let's go ahead and look at one that shows off Shrimp's strengths here. So let's look at the next replay. Okay, this is going to be against a fellow Super Bronze Guile. Okay, I like the throw tech there. Nice jab checks. Those were really good jab checks, actually. When people jump at you from a distance like this, you notice when they land, they're not really in range to throw you, because he did a pretty far range jump. He's gonna have to walk up into your face to get a throw. So this is actually a really good time to challenge people's jump pressure. And that's exactly what he did. He walked up to throw you. You correctly recognized that you should jab. Now, what we mentioned before about block strings, this would have been the perfect time to have your block string ready. Crouching jab, Crouching Strong, and to Fireball maybe, because look what happens here. So you get a counter hit jab. If you had done Crouching Jab to Crouching Strong for your block string, it actually would have comboed here because you counter hit him. So having that same block string structure really ready can help you in these situations where you challenge as well. So that's definitely something you can take from both these matches. But the great thing here is you recognize when to challenge. Really good.
Shall persevere.
We're really relying on the anti-air grabs right now.
Pyrokinesis. Easy. I see all. I shall persevere.
Okay. I like that. That was beautiful.
I shall persevere.
Okay, kind of cheeky with it, but I dig it. Oh! Okay, it didn't quite combo. I'm not sure what went wrong, but I like that sequence. Nice fireball. Oh! Man, we are really doing anti-air grabs left, right, and center. Okay, sure, meaty Crouching Fierce. That's what we do. Good block. Whoa! Oh my god, that would have been sick if you pressed Crouching Strong there. That was a ridiculous parry. But man, yeah, you gotta know the ranges. Gil's Crouching Jab is pretty bad, like really bad. So you definitely needed to do crouching strong. I think crouching strong into fireball would have been perfect right there. Swaff the Swift says in the chat, shouldn't you just parry all the fireballs? Theoretically, yes, but I would not want to recommend someone at Shrimp's level to parry every fireball because the risk reward is not very good. If you parry the fireball, you get some gray damage and you build V meter, but if you mess up at any point, they're going to get hit and then they'll lose their gray damage. It also, yeah, it leaves you at frame disadvantage a little bit. So it's better to just block them and jump them, I would say, at Shrimp's level. It's just not worth the risk. Whoa! That was kind of hot. Oh, double overhead. Let's look at that one more time. I don't even know what the hell happened. So once again, okay, that's sick. So once again, you went straight into the combo route. You did jump in, and then you're like, okay, now to do my biggest string ever, crouching fierce fireball. So you know the combo's not going to land. They already blocked the first hit. Now time to just get pressure. So doing crouching fierce into heavy fireball, it's not a great block string because when you whiff this heavy fireball, because it goes above their head, you're negative 30. So this dude reacted in time. He could have smoked you with a fat combo right here. However, that was a sick call out to recognize that he wasn't going to know to punish in time and mashing parry. So that was kind of sick. I mean, if you want to use it as like the bronze level bait, I say go for it. And then you get the combo. Good blocks. Punish? Ah, okay, you swept too late. I think you understand that you can punish the sweep pretty bad. Whoa! Nice block. Decent punish, not bad. Yeah, I like the awareness of the punishes. I think the neutral was pretty good. I think once again, I think the biggest takeaway is learn some block strings so that you can know what to do on block and when pressuring people. I think you get the ebb and flow of the game. I like that you have a go-to punish. That's very strong to have as a simple combo when you know you're gonna get a combo. But yeah, learn some block strings. You don't wanna go into your combo route options when they're blocking because those are unsafe. Instead, you wanna do other options which are safe when they're blocking. That's the basic idea. You gotta split the routes in your mind. If hit, I do X, Y, or Z. If block, I do A, B, C, right? That's kind of the idea. And that's about it. I think there's a lot of good things to take away from that. I think if you practice some objective things like that, you can start ranking up in no time for sure. And there we have it. That was the end of that match analysis session. Once again, if you perhaps learned anything from this series, or maybe you just enjoyed your time, please consider giving the video a like, maybe leaving a comment, and subscribing to the channel if you enjoy this kind of content, because I'm always on the lookout to see what you guys enjoy watching. That's all I have for this session. I'll catch you guys in the next video then. Peace.